What's up, everybody? Well, I got another gameplay video for you guys today, and today we're going to do Borderlands 3 on my secondary computer here. So real quick, why don't we go through the specs as we usually do. For everyone new, it's a 5800X 3D, it's a GTX 3090, or it's RTX 3090, not GTX, RTX 3090. We got it's a Founders Edition. We've got an X570 Tai Chi motherboard, 32 gigs of 3600 megahertz DDR4, Sale 14, and dual rank at that. The CPU is cooled by a 360mm all-in-one. It's a EK basic, and then it's all powered by a Corsair RM1000, which is a gold-rated power supply. It's kind of old, but still working, so why mess with it, you know? And then we got a Dark Flash Mesh 21 case. So why don't we now go hop on into the game, look at some settings, and get some benchmarks in. Well, now to do the secondary computer, we're on DX12 here.
Howdy, recruit.
So don't worry, I just changed it, but I haven't restarted yet. So it says DX11, but it will be DX12 as soon as we start doing the benchmarking and the actual gameplay. Whoops. Put that back to 110 max like we wanted. Now let's go look at the advanced settings. We're going to be doing very low, just like we did at the rest of the Asus G15 videos. So there we go. And then work our way up. But now it's time to run that benchmark. All right, benchmark's all finished. We're very low, and we got 250.53. That's a lot of FPS. So, and then we got 3.99 average frame time. So, now let's go see what it looks like and how it plays. All right, here we are in the game, very low. So let's shoot ourselves some frickin' robots. Robot balls.
Just feeding the birds. Opening up a finely aged cask of whoop-ass.
Blew him out of fucking sky pretty much instantly. He barely got out of his home. I'm getting pretty speedy at that. Oh, I guess you do the same thing over and over again, you get pretty good at it, right? Well, I guess either that or you practice being bad at it and continue being bad. I guess that's always possible. I know there's the saying, practice makes perfect, but I like the other saying, practice makes permanent. If you practice something improperly, you're going to do it improperly for a long time. It's going to be hard to break that and actually learn how to do it right. That's why it's good to know what you're doing and practice the right way. That way, it's not an issue, right? Alright, let's just dump down here real quick. I think I saw a chest down here. Grab all these random things too. Alright though, why don't we now move along? Well, now it's time for us to go up to low. So let's look at the settings first before we do that benchmark.
Please help me!
And there we are. We've reached the bottom, which means it is time for the benchmark. So let's jump into the bench. Well, now on low, we got 232.98 and 429 for average frame time. So since these are the only two things here, I guess it's time to move on. Well, now, let's get some low gameplay in. Of course, we'll shoot our little robot buddies over here. They seem to make great targets. And then we get into a fight every time. So therefore, we get to see the true FPS.
I'm on a freaking
Although,
roll!
I guess if we want to do true FPS, we have to be like out in like a jungle or something. But we're just at the beginning of the game here, so you'll probably get a little less FPS than this, if I'm honest. Probably closer to what the benchmark kind of FPS says, because it does go through like a jungle. And that's probably one of the hardest areas to run, and that's probably why they use it as a benchmark. So you'll obviously get a lot less than you're getting now, since we're inside in like a spaceship, like out in space. But still. I can always do what I did with whatchamacallit. God, what the hell was that damn game? There was one game where I stayed in a tunnel the whole time and people were kind of annoyed with me. Something Legions. Watch Dogs Legions, that's what it was. I can always just redo this video if you guys want me to get a little farther and actually get to like the real world and whatnot. Dead claptrap shit.
What did he have that would produce that kind of power?
He wasn't a lucky claptrap, I guess.
Dubstep song in the entire universe? But they told me there was only one, the Wop Wop one.
Oh, whoa. bigger guy here. Alright, let's move on. Time to up it to medium. So, why don't we look at these settings real quick before we do the benchmark, as we usually tend to do. And there we are. Time for that benchmark. Well, here's what we got on medium. So, we got 193.23. We got 5.1 for average frame time. So, now, let's get into the game. Well, now, let's do medium now. So let's just kill us some robots.
Oh, you're gonna die. Racking him up. Stay down, scrub.
Hell yeah. Gotta use a little sniping. Oh, nope, that's already a dead one. I thought there was still one more left. There we go, he done now.
Initiating cover fire. You dare to
Alright, we shot the little bastard. And now we can move on. Well, we've gotten to high preset now, so now let's cruise through the settings and we'll go ahead and hop on into the game. And there we are, we're at the bottom, so that means we can do a benchmark real quick, then get into the game. Well, for high we got 128.62 and we got 7.77, so we got lucky 7s for average frame time. How fun. Anyway, why don't we now go hop into the game? Alright, we got high graphics to do now, so let's try to shoot these things. It doesn't seem like this is a very good gun for them. I think we're gonna have to try a different gun. It's gonna give me like a million years to kill just one of them with the pistol. I think their shields are like, nah, your stupid explosion bullets don't do jack to us. Now the shotgun, on the other hand, they're like, fuck. And then they die. Oh, what the fuck? I tried to like pre-aim where he was gonna be and just fuck that up. Oh well. Man, we're almost out of ammo. Shit. Gotta find some more. There's a little more, but we need more than that. Let's go cruise down here and see if we can't find some. We did. Sweet. And even more. Hell yeah, that's exactly what I needed. And we'll go to this chest here, and then I think we'll just move on. Yep, we'll move on right now. Well, let's do ultra graphics settings now. But first we gotta scroll through the settings and do a benchmark before we get into that game, of course. And alright, that is the bottom, which means, of course, it's time to get into that benchmark. So, average FPS for Ultra was 111.76. And we got 8.95 for average frame time. So now we can get back into the game. Well now, let's do some Ultra gameplay here. Shoot ourselves some of our fun little robot buddies here. Although I'm sure they don't see me much, buddy. I think they want me dead.
Who saw that? 100. Bang.
So therefore I will shoot them and kill them first. got some money. All right, let's go up in here now a little bit. Bound to be something to do here. Oh, sure there is. Kill that motherfucker. Good. Let's just move on, shall we? All right. Graphics quality now is up to badass. So let's just go ahead and cruise through the settings. And then we'll do a benchmark, and then we'll get a little gameplay, then we'll move on to my settings. All right. We got 103.8 average FPS for the badass benchmark, and we got 9.63 average frame time. So seems like it's time for us to get back into the game. Well, let's see how badass runs, at least here. We're almost under 100 FPS, but we still hit my 100 FPS average mark that I wanted to hit.
Hell yeah! Thank you. Next.
Alright, cool. Nope, still is one. I was like, shit, that seemed too easy.
Authorities not confirmed.
Alright, now we can go and loot. Alright, let's go down to this last chest over here, check it out, and then I think it'll be time to move on. Alright, nothing for me really in there. So, let's move on. So, I'm going to go with high graphics quality, and then just fiddle around with a couple of things here. See what we can't get for some FPS with this. Alright, that's the bottom, so let's go run the benchmark and see what my settings get. It should be similar to the 103 there, but let's see if we can't get a little higher. Well, we got 125.55, which is plenty of average FPS for me, and we got 7.96 average frame time. So, why don't we go ahead and hop back into the game? Well, alright, let's do my settings gameplay real quick here.
Time for
after we get a little bit of gameplay in
and
here.
boom goes the dynamite.
Screen, we'll go ahead and turn on the camera. Get a little camera for the gameplay too.
I'm feeling it.
Alright, now it's time to collect some more ammo and whatnot. Alright, though. Let's move on, shall we? Well, alright, guys. Let's get a little camera gameplay in now.
Engaging.
What? That's it?
Fiery dead. 9 volts. Oh. And B.
Let's get it over with.
Remember that.
Wait, I lost count.
Deadbolt mode activated. Shutdown.
Hell yeah. Try and find a little more ammo for this badass shotgun. There's a little bit more. There's another chest over here too we can go check out real quick. Well, two actually. Alright, no luck. Oh well, there's one more down here to check out. Well, hello. Got rid of that guy.
Fight for the wrong side? Get dead.
All right. figured there might be a way to get up over here real quick.
Lay down some fire.
There we go. Alright though, I think that's plenty of gameplay here, so why don't we go ahead and go wrap this video on up now. Well, alright guys, that is a wrap for the secondary computer here and Borderlands 3, and it did very, very good. Even towards the end on Badass, we averaged over 100 FPS. Though we did drop under 100, and I personally don't like dropping under 100 in first-person shooters, so that's why I did my settings too, and they did damn well. It looked very good while still having lots of FPS. So that just goes to show you, even if you have a 3090, you can lose a lot of FPS by going to max settings and just cranking everything up. Unless that's the way you want to play. It's not like that was horrible FPS at 110 average or whatever that was for Badass, you know? A lot of people would be happy just to have 60 all the time. But anyway though, that's all I got for you guys for this particular video. I do hope that you enjoyed it, and until the next video, peace out guys.